The last rule for us to learn today is called the power rule. What the power rule says is if I have a power raised to another power, that equals the base raised to the product of the exponents. And so, once again, the two steps that we follow to apply this rule is I identify a power being raised to another power, and then I multiply those exponents together. So here I have x to the a, and then it's being raised to the exponent b. That equals x to the power of a times b. I'm multiplying those exponents. And we'll take a look at some practice. In my first example here, I notice I have the power x to the fourth, and it's being raised to the third power. So what I can do is I can multiply those exponents, 4 times 3, and I end up with my simplified version of x to the 12th. Sometimes we have more than one power in the parentheses, and that's totally fine. So in this case, I have q to the fifth times r. Remember, that would be r to the first. And I notice that's all being raised to the power of seventh. And so I'll actually apply that 7 to every single power inside. This becomes q to the 5 times 7, because q is a base, q to the fifth is a power being raised to another power. Then I'll take r to the 1 times 7. R to the first is also a power being raised to the 7th power, so it's a power within a power. I go ahead and simplify. 5 times 7 gets me 35. 1 times 7 gets me 7. So my simplified version here is q to the 35th, r to the 7th. One more example here. I have 3 different bases now. I have a base of 2, I have a base of 7, and I have a base of x. And I will apply the power rule to all of those. So my base of 2, I multiply the exponents 4 times 5, because that power is being raised to the fifth. My base of 7 really has an exponent of 1, so I multiply the exponents 1 times 5. My base of x, I multiply the exponents 3 times 5. I go ahead and simplify. 4 times 5 gets me 20. 1 times 5 gets me 5. 3 times 5 gets me 15. So this is my simplified version, again using the power rule. So this is our last rule of the big exponent rules that we'll learn. So go ahead and give this one a try in the Desmos.